All right, welcome back to episode 2 of Twice in a Lifetime. We're still going, first episode. I'm glad I finally got that out. Now on to episode 2, hoping to improve things for the future. Chris, I know you wanted to say something right at the start.
Yeah, so Trace and I have heard your feedback on the first episode about pacing and about how the topics were handled. In terms of pacing, we're still figuring that out. And in terms of the topics, Trace can probably explain that a little bit better. But
Yeah, I'm like we're
yeah.
just again, you know, first time doing something like this. We've never really done something like this before, so it's
I
a
mean,
bit tough.
I've done something similar, but it's been a long time since I've done it. So
Yeah, but like I said, bit new to this. At least I am. I'm sure Brandon is. Maybe not as much as Chris. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah. Honestly, we hope you just stick with us to the end, and better is yet to come. So back to topic for today's episode: content creation. Since we're all content creators, we each have our own unique styles what we like to make.
now we all have channels.
Yes, now we all technically I'm still working on mine, okay? So it's gonna take a little bit to just all right, just give me some time. All right.
What are you gonna post, Trace?
Twice in a lifetime, baby.
Yeah, well, yes, that, but also like I want to do like I think I said this in the last episode actually when we were talking about like our introductions, right? I want to do like Twitch streams, uh just animations in general. So
Yeah,
that's
pretty sure
that's
you
what
said that.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna try and go for. Gonna do my own special twists on it, where it's just gonna be a combination of both like animation and just like video game stuff. Trying to do special challenges. Like for example, the first video I want to create is actually about Overwatch 2. Right? I
Count
want
me
to.
in on that.
I mean, if you want to join me, Chris, yeah, you
Yes,
could.
I want to play more Overwatch.
Yeah, I haven't played Overwatch in a while, honestly. I mean,
I haven't either.
new season and new hero just dropped, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so
I've only played it a little bit.
Overwatch 1 or Overwatch 2? Because even though they're technically the same
Overwatch
game.
1.
Okay.
Overwatch 1.
They're basically the same thing. I mean,
They literally are just with new characters and new
yeah,
systems.
a
Other than
couple
that,
new
there's really nothing
characters.
else.
Yeah, there really isn't much. But what I want is to do basically achievement hunting, right? Because I remember like a while ago, I had originally done like trying to get every achievement in the game, right? And so like first video, I want to get like every specific set of achievements for like all the tank heroes and DPS and supports, all that. And then basically we take all that and then compile it into an animation in which I basically narrate it. And it's kind of hard to explain. What I'm getting my inspiration from is there's this YouTuber out there who I really like. His name is Alpharad, and he does basically similar things to what I want to do. Right? It's not with the same games, but it's basically the style I want to, where he animates something. Well, not always animates it. It's mainly his group who animates it, but basically just talks over it, explains what happens, and basically narrates over it. Like I said, I'm gonna try and get all the tank achievements first, right? Mainly like because there's cute and pixel achievements, which is basically just like the reward you get for completing
Mhm.
those, and so that's how it's usually determined. So try and get all like the cute spray tank achievements first, which some of them I already have, but I want to try and get all of them, turn that into YouTube video, make it at least somewhat entertaining. But yeah,
Sounds about
honestly,
right.
yeah,
Sounds
but
good.
the only issue is that I haven't played Overwatch 2 in like since season 2 started. Like it's been a long time. I have no idea what's like new in the game that much, and I
I
honestly
don't know
need to
either.
get back into it.
Yeah, I don't know either. How about you, Brandon? What do you do on your channel?
A little bit of gaming. I had like my channel, like its original like old name was like Solar Flare, but then like well, I kind of wanted to change that because at the time I had like gaming, a lot of more gaming videos on my channel along with some running videos, and then like I didn't want any like college scouts um to like look at it and then see like solar flare. It's like kind of weird. I don't know. So I kind of just made it more like broader. So I put like IRL Brandon. So now it's just like it's more like running and like basketball, but I have some gaming videos in there too.
I know for a fact that one of your most viewed shorts is that's one of my favorite. When I first listened to it, it absolutely blew my eardrums out. Is you screaming because you almost died.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was very scary. No, what happened was I accidentally hit the little gas canister or whatever, and I'm trying to run away, and this dirt bike is in the way, and I ended up living both like 1 HP. I was not trying to lose that game.
Because I'm pretty sure. Wait, did you win?
I don't remember.
Oh well, if you didn't remember, then it's probably a no.
No, it's probably a yes.
Okay, whatever. I'll let you live in your little fantasy. But yeah, honestly, I'm pretty sure the gas canisters in Fortnite are like designed to do 99 damage. Like they're supposed to leave you with 1 HP.
Oh, I don't even know. I was just trying to get out of there.
Yeah, that was such a good one. But you mainly do running now, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping like I'm planning in the summertime to do. I got some basketball ideas. A little bit. I'm trying to do a little bit more 1v1 basketballs. And then yeah.
You recently uploaded a video. It was
Yes, I
like what
did.
1600-meter run or something.
Yeah, I raced the mile in that video.
And you did pretty good from what I remember, right?
Yeah, I started at like there's like 12 people in that heat. I started at 10th place and I made my way all the way up to third. I think I finished with like a time of 4:37.
Hmm.
I felt really mentally strong in that race, so gotta keep it up.
Yeah, I could never run. No matter how many times you will pressure me, I'm not gonna run with you.
Trace, I don't know, man. I mean, you could run. Don't say that, because there's people bigger than you on the track. Like I know, I'm not gonna say his name, but this one guy. Oh, he's nice with it, and he's real buff.
Well, yeah, that's good, but I can't do running. I can't. I
Yes, you
cannot
can. Yes,
run.
you can. Yes, you can. Gotta be the right mindset. You know what I mean?
Whatever. Yeah, I'll think I'll just stick to gaming as my main content creation thing. I'm not gonna be posting vlogs about my running journey.
Nah, that's fine. That's fine.
Hmm.
Who knows? Maybe in some weird twist of fate, I'll end up running with you, like going about like 100 meters before just stopping and just be like, yeah, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
running is it's very tough physically and a lot mentally. It's like a very mental game or race or whatever.
Hold on, don't mind me. Apparently, my Xbox Game Pass like charged me, and I'm making sure that it was mine, and it was.
oh yeah, something similar happened to me before, and I was really confused. I remember when my PlayStation Plus membership ran out, like it had just charged me money, and I was so confused. I was like, why the fuck did it just charge me $60 when I didn't do anything? And I thought someone hacked my account, which has actually happened before. I think my accounts got hacked, like my PlayStation accounts got hacked like twice.
How does that even happen? They just steal it or like
Yeah, they just stole it, and it was really hard to get it back the first time because basically the way it set it up was that my brother basically used his email to make my PlayStation account, but at the time when it happened, he was all the way in Missouri, and so we had to like communicate back and forth about like trying to get it back, and then we eventually fixed
oh
it.
gosh.
And then the second time it happened, it was really easy to fix.
I'm lucky enough to have nothing get hacked. Fingers crossed. Don't wanna jinx it.
Yeah, imagine you get hacked next day.
Probably on Snapchat with that new robot thing.
New
You know
robot
about
thing on
that?
Snapchat. I don't
You
use
you don't got oh
Snapchat.
yeah, that's right. You don't got no Snapchat.
No, my it's not that mine got hacked. It's back in COVID, my dad found this thing where if you're a first time Xbox Game Pass member, there's a hack that you can do, and it's $100, but you get Game Pass Ultimate, as well as Xbox Live and Gold for 3 years, and I'm pretty sure it just ended and it just billed us. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Gotcha. Also, like Chris, I'm not trying to start beef or anything, but I just say I've tried Xbox, I've tried PlayStation. I think PlayStation is better than Xbox. Just throwing it
Hey,
out
that's
there.
fine.
Man,
You guys
You a
have your
PlayStation guy,
opinions. I
Brandon?
have all three.
you said what, Chase?
You a PlayStation guy, Brandon?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of just grew up with some PS4s, but I got the Xbox 360. I still be playing on that thing.
Yeah, it was definitely the Game Pass. But no, like quite honestly, I have all platforms. I have PC, Xbox, PlayStation now, and Switch. So, in my opinion, PC is the ultimate gaming platform. But I've grown up on Xbox. I've never really got into PlayStation. But now that I have one, there are some games that I do think are better on the PlayStation than the Xbox. But I don't know quite yet which one's better.
I do
Not
think that like people will take PC over console any day, just because like PC it just has better graphics and all this shit. Though I find it so funny that I will see like people who have really nice computers complaining. They're just like, oh shit, my frames dropped when I'm like 120 frames when instead of 240. And it's just small nitpicks like that, and I mean, you know what I mean. Like you've seen those people, right?
I have, yeah.
yeah.
Like meanwhile, like console players is like what 60 frames per second max.
I'm pretty sure it's 60 FPS for console players. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not getting any higher than that.
No.
I think PC people are spoiled, you know?
Oh no, they're not spoiled. They earned it.
I'm sure they did.
Some might be spoiled, but you know.
But no, but also like PC just feels so much better. Like when I play Fortnite, because I used to play Fortnite on Xbox before I built my PC, and it was a hard transition. But looking back on it, playing from this to mouse and keyboard is so much easier because something about using my entire arm to aim with the mouse, and then my other arm is focused on movement and other mechanics instead of playing like this the whole time. Like I just feel like my hands are tied behind my back whenever I use controllers.
I was never able to like really buy a PC or whatever. So when I play Fortnite and I like being very competitive with a lot of things, so I try to do everything I can to get better at the game. And I couldn't get a PC, so I'm like, all right, let me just switch to mouse and keyboard. And I've been rocking with that for now, but eventually I would like to get a PC.
Yes, PC is the way to go. It just runs so much better. It makes more sense than plugging in a mouse and keyboard into a console. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
PCs. A buddy of mine decided, I'm not gonna give him names. He watched our first episode. He might watch this, and I'm not gonna give a name, but he might hate me for this. But he was choosing between repairing a motorcycle or building a PC, and he decided to opt for the motorcycle, which I don't think is done yet, and it's been like 2.5, 3 years.
Shit.
And I told him, like, dude, PCs are worth it. Yes, they can be expensive, but they are so worth it. So worth it. That's my opinion on consoles. I don't really have an opinion on which is better between Xbox and PlayStation. They're both great in their own ways.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Though I remember hearing when the new Xbox, like, I don't exactly remember what it was called, but the new Xbox came out, a lot of people were upset because they basically just said that it was a PC just as a console, right? Because it had like PC
But that's literally
graphics and stuff.
consoles in general.
Well, no, I know that, but it's just like it had nothing else going for it, you know? Like the
True.
controller.
It's just a better processing system. It's a better processing system. It looks much better. It runs much better. Um, Which, yeah, you could say like it's trying to compete with PC, which it there's no chance it competes with PC. But I mean, hey, they're called the next gen consoles for a reason. Like the next generation of gaming was just starting when those two when PS5 and Series X came out. So makes
Honestly,
sense for an upgrade.
yeah. But honestly, though, I find it hilarious that people were joking about the new Xbox looking like a mini fridge, right? And then they actually went
And
up
then they
and
actually made
they
one.
made it a mini
I know.
fridge.
I almost bought one, but I didn't have my wallet on me when I was at Target the one time, and I haven't seen one since. So
Why would you buy it? Or why would you even consider it?
for the memes, it's $100 and it's a pretty cool looking mini fridge. And I mean, come on, for
Oh
the
wait,
memes.
it's like I think my brother has one.
Really?
Man,
Does he use it?
Yeah, I went down in his room one time and I was like, dang, you got the Xbox, the new Xbox? And it's like, and then he just opens it up and it's a mini fridge. I'm like, what?
yeah, I have seen the mini fridge memes, and I'm glad that Microsoft embraced it and actually made a mini fridge of the Xbox Series X.
You want to know something that really surprised me, though? Do you remember? I think it was like a few years ago when KFC announced a KFC console. Do you guys remember that?
Wait,
I don't.
the chicken
Yes,
KFC?
the chicken company KFC announced a KFC console. And there's like a place where you could store chicken in it. If you look it up, you'll know what I'm talking about. And I don't understand why anyone would buy it.
Wait, that wasn't a real thing though, right? It was just like a
Oh,
joke.
It's not a real
It's
thing.
not a.
No.
It's not a gaming console. It's like a mini, like microwave. That's interesting.
I still remember
It's
though.
real,
It was a
but
big
it's.
yeah. It was a big thing when it came out.
Wait, hold on. Let me read the description for this. The KFC console is a home video game console announced by KFC Gaming and Cooler Master. After its initial announcement in June 2020, it was widely believed to be a hoax until an official reveal in December. The console boasts various features, including ray tracing up to 4K resolution and 2040 hertz output. Release date to be announced.
Okay, so it's not out yet.
It's not out yet, no. But I looked at the images and it opens up. It's hard to tell because some of these images are not well quality.
I'd be really
You guys can
confused
move
how
on.
that
I'm gonna
works,
keep
though.
looking.
No, yeah, that's fine. But honestly, imagine like playing video games on that. Just like what kind of console player are you? It's like KFC.
I just don't understand. I mean, I've heard that KFC has made like corn dogs and like chicken sandwiches where the buns are donuts, but I've never thought KFC would ever go into the gaming territory. I never would have thought that.
I honestly it's probably just a publicity stunt, right? They just want to.
Oh, for sure, but it's working. That's the problem. It's actually working.
I know it worked like a long time ago, right? Like back when it was first announced, but no one really talks about it until now. So I guess their publicity stunt worked because
Yeah, I never heard of it.
really,
Yeah.
that's honestly surprising. Maybe you should buy a KFC console when it comes out, Chris.
Oh no, for sure no.
Why?
Listen, I'm sticking to Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. I'm not getting KFC. I already give KFC my money for food, not for a freaking console.
Yeah, but you can
Until
store.
until KFC has like a specific gaming franchise that is exclusive to that, no.
It would if KFC made their own game that was exclusive to a KFC console, I guarantee you it would just be one playable ad, right?
It would be like Chicken Maker Tycoon.
It features
Something like that.
I'm calling BS on that. This features a 3090. No way. No way this microwave from KFC features a 3090 graphics card. You know how much those things are, right?
Not at all.
They're like $2,000. They're nutty expensive.
What does a PS5 have?
I don't know, but there's no way a computer graphics card that powerful is in either of the consoles, because both consoles are $500 each. If you get the standard version, and there's no way they'd put a $2,000 graphics card into a $500 machine and still sell it for that price. I will look it up though to see.
I don't know. I mean, like, if it hasn't been announced, well, it's been announced, but if it hasn't been released yet, I mean, maybe that's all just word vomit. You know, what if they were just pulling it out of their ass? You know?
Oh, it is for sure.
I mean,
so the PS5 features an AMD Oberyn, which I don't know what that is like competitive with, or like equal to in terms of graphics card, but apparently it's equal to, or it's equivalent to the RTX 5700, which is a pretty low graphics card. Like it's only 5,700. So Xbox Series X. There's no way the Switch has anything better than the new consoles.
Oh yeah, I really
the Series
wish,
X.
like...
The Series X features an AMD Scarlett, which is that is not a 3060. That's not a 3060. There's no way.
Brandon, I'm gonna be honest. I got no idea what he's talking about. You?
I don't. No, I was gonna say
they're like the graphics cards are the higher the number, the much better they are. Like my PC currently has a 3070, and it's like it's high up there with the graphics cards, but like the PlayStation has one that's like 6 times lower than my graphics card.
I feel like you're talking
in terms of like quality. In terms of
like
quality, like the graphics.
I feel like you're talking in some sort of like alien language, low key.
Oh, believe me, it kind of is, but I understand
ancient
it.
Language that we're not smart enough to understand.
No, I was just sitting there. I was trying to comprehend everything. I was like, I don't even know.
Yeah,
well, it says the Series X runs on a 3060, which is a step down from my PC, which I'm calling BS on, but I don't know. I'm not even going to see the Switch because I know the Switch does not have a better processing unit, so...
I really wish that Nintendo would just get better stuff for the Switch, right? Because, like, they have some really good games on there, but the problem is that the quality it looks like shit, right? Like, I mean, I understand that it's for technically a handheld console and they have to, like, limit things, but...
for Switch?
Yeah. But I really do wish that they just like upgrade to a next gen console on the same level as a PS5.
I mean, they recently made the Switch OLED model, which there really isn't much of a difference apart from the screen is bigger, like on the actual like iPad part. Let me grab it. Like the screen is like it fills the whole screen, and then the back piece is not a little panel that just pops out the side. It's the entire back side that just pops out.
Yeah,
and the controllers are apparently better, but other than that, the software is not much different.
It'll still drift though.
Yes, I'm sure it will. But yeah, like Switch. There's no way Switch can have like PC graphics or these next gen graphics just because of how big it is. Like, I definitely realized that. I definitely realized that when I launched Fortnite on PC, and after playing for 2 years, I went on a vacation and I brought my Switch and opened Fortnite. I'm like, this like I'm looking at Play-Doh.
I'm surprised people still plays Fortnite on Switch. I thought they all like died off.
I only do when I'm on vacation. I'm not here, but I'm thinking of getting a laptop too, specifically for that reason, so I can travel and still do the things I want to do.
I just thought of a good idea.
What?
We should have an episode where we all play Fortnite and we just talk. I think
that'd be cool. Like the podcast where we play Fortnite and we try to have a podcast conversation.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Right? Imagine being in a conversation and we just get like pushed by like 2 squads.
No,
Yo, ninja to the left.
Or just like bush camp the whole game.
That'd be boring, honestly. I mean, who wants to see 3 people bush camp for an hour? Certainly, I'm
Hey,
not
I
watching
don't
that,
know.
right?
Listen, Spotify will not be able to watch what we're doing, but they're gonna enjoy the
Oh yeah,
they're gonna
it's just gonna
enjoy
be like
that.
it's gonna be like Ami Ami Ami.
They're gonna be so confused. Like people who have no idea that this would be like the Fortnite episode are gonna be like, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on?
Nah, yeah, we'll probably have to say something in the beginning, like,
Oh, for sure, no. By the way, we're playing Fortnite, so if we say some like on me stuff, just don't worry.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
like some like really sus callouts. You know, like 3 guys on me.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. That'd be an awesome episode.
Yeah,
They're coming from on
that'll be
top.
fun.
Yeah.
You know, we can play Fortnite on our KFC consoles, right? That we'll use for future content.
No,
We can
I'm
all
not buying
we
this.
can no, you don't have to, but we can. All right, we can all pitch in some money, right, to buy a
Oh, we get
KFC
one console?
Yeah, one console for the 3 of us.
Well, we don't even know how much it costs, and we don't even know when it's going to be released. So, like, in your dreams, Trace.
I'm just in the future, man. But honestly,
In the future.
honestly, maybe that wouldn't be such a bad idea for a future episode. But like,
No.
I'm
Well,
not
I think I
about,
know
I'm
what
not
the
talking
title
about,
of this episode is going to be.
yeah, no, I'm not talking about the KFC console. I'm talking about like playing an episode of playing an episode. What? Playing a game of Fortnite.
Playing a game of Fortnite.
Yeah. Well, doing obviously not all the time, but we could do it like once just to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Yeah. Though, I mean, speaking of Fortnite, Chris has got his own Fortnite season. If you didn't know.
Yeah.
Fortnite season.
Yeah. It's not technically my season, but I like a bunch of my friends make fun of me for it, and I've kind of caught that train. But the latest Fortnite season is called Mega, and which is like my online alias Megahead, but like I go by Mega, and it has neon colors, which is very it wasn't my thing. I did have a retro thing at one point, but it wasn't like this, and it was Neo Tokyo, so it was all Japanese, which that wasn't me. But recently, the overtime challenge skins, like the bonus styles, came out, and the tier like 200 styles were all black and gold, which is my original color scheme.
Wait, did they recently release a new season?
They released it like a month, like over a month ago, and it's going
Oh.
until June, I think.
I think I played it.
I
don't
haven't
know.
played it yet, and I need to.
Is
Dude,
it the one with like the big city?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, it's the one with the big city. Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, Chase, you gotta play some Chapter 4 Season 2.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty good.
Like I haven't gotten around to it. I don't know if it's from lack of motivation or just me forgetting. Probably both. But I mean honestly, I just haven't gotten around to play it. I want to because like it looks really fun. Like Chapter 4 so far
Oh, it is fun.
has impressed me with what it's given. It's probably the freshest Fortnite has been since Chapter 1.
I'm not quite sure about the freshness. I mean, opinion is your opinion, but I'm not gonna lie. Because you were with us when you watched the Fracture event, right? You were in the call with us.
Yes, I was in the call with you. Okay, I just want to say that event was dog shit, dude.
I think it was. I like the fact that they tried something new. They made it completely interactive, and I like that they had the people or like the players save the game, and not so much like an animation or a character from the story save the game. But I will say, I think the reason why it was so like controversial and people didn't like it is because there was so much hype built around this this season, because this event, because like Chapter 3 was only for 4 seasons, and people were super concerned because Chapter 1 went for 10 seasons, Chapter 2 went for 8 seasons, but they both went out with a bang. This one technically went out with a bang, but the way that they did it, and because Chapter 3 was only 4 seasons, I think made people concerned. and they didn't really get their hopes up. But also, like, Midas from Chapter 2, Season 2 is supposed to return. Like, he's been teased. There's supposed to be like this giant like war to save the island from like the chrome goo or whatever.
You study
yet that didn't
Fortnite lore on
happen.
your own time?
Well, I follow a Fortnite news guy called the Camping Rusher, and he's on Twitter all the time looking at the leakers and stuff like that. So I just watch him for my Fortnite news, and sometimes I'll pop in on Twitter, see what's up. But
Gotcha. But here's my opinion of the event, right? I was the only reason I slightly enjoyed it was because I was with you and your friend group, right? If I was alone,
yeah,
I would have been so bored out of my because
you would have
all
just closed the game.
yeah, because all it was 2 trailers and a 40-minute fetch quest.
Oh yeah, this event was easily the longest event, like live storyline event. This was easily the biggest one, or the longest one, because I remember an hour before we started the stream, I told my dad like, "Hey, we're doing this event. Whatever we have planned, don't do it." And he goes, "Okay, how long is the event?" I'm like, "Usually they're 15 minutes, so I'd assume so." It was a 40-minute event.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I will say, like, I was very underwhelmed with what we were hyped with, and I wasn't a big fan of how long it was. Like, it was, like, I'm not gonna lie, it was probably like 2/3 of the way through where I was like, is this just it? Like, are we just gonna do this for like an hour, and then 20 minutes later, 10 minutes later, it just pops back on to finish, and then the Chapter 4 trailer comes on, and then that's when the downtime starts.
Yeah, like, again, I appreciate they tried something new. I still didn't like it, though. But I will go with the fact that it's funny whenever there is a Fortnite event. It feels like a holiday plan they have to, like, prepare for.
Yes, I agree. Right? I agree.
Because you gotta, like, check the calendar, see if anything's going on. You gotta make time for it, get hang out with friends. Like, yeah, screw them.
The only problem I have with the Fortnite events is they plan them 10 days before the event actually begins, which for some people is plenty of time. But for the Marvel season event, I couldn't make it because we had a Disney trip planned that was like 6 months in advance. And as soon as I found out about the Marvel event, I'm like, oh my gosh, please tell me I'm not going to be in Disney. And I was in Disney and I missed it. I was so upset. I still am. I'm still upset about that.
I thought Disney was closed during 2020.
No, technically, okay, it was 2021 because that was when the Marvel season was. I'm pretty sure the Marvel season was 2021, but you were allowed to go, but they only had certain capacity and you had to wear masks. So,
gotcha.
I think it was like 25% capacity for every park, and then you had to wear masks no matter what, unless you're eating and drinking.
Yeah, I mean, I actually pretty sure you're right because I remember I went to Disney as like during 2021 as well, right? And there's just you had to wear a mask constantly. They were really up your ass about wearing a mask, right?
They weren't on us. That was because like we were on each other's ass about having our masks up. But yeah, that was the only bad thing I liked, or the bad thing about the Fortnite events was like it's 10 days in advance, and with my family, we plan things weeks in advance. Like right now, like Guardians of the Galaxy isn't even out right now, and we're already planning to go see it. Like we already have a date planned. We have a theater we're gonna go to. We didn't buy tickets yet, but like we already have stuff planned to go, and it doesn't come out for like another like 2.5 weeks.
If I'm gonna be honest with you, like I do want to see Guardians 3, right? I am excited for it, but I'm also very nervous about it.
Is that the last one?
Yeah, it's the last one.
Isn't it the one they talking about how like Rocket's gonna die or something like that?
That's the rumor, which I'm pretty sure is correct because they said that they're focusing hard on Rocket on this movie.
I've seen the trailer and people like review it. Yeah, I think he's gonna be dead.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a happy ending.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, I just pray that James Gunn does a good job with this movie. Because honestly, if anyone's gonna save the MCU, it's him.
Yeah, they have had a dry run of movies recently, like since Avengers Endgame, easily.
Yeah, the only good movie was Spider-Man No Way Home, which my dad for some reason hates. He prefers Eternals more than Spider-Man No Way Home, which I don't
Okay,
know
he has no
why.
taste. He has no taste in good movies. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm sorry if he's listening, but terrible taste in
Yeah.
movies.
Wait,
Then
Brandon, have you seen Eternals?
Um, not really.
you don't
Good.
need to.
Don't watch it. It's like an hour and a
Alright.
half of just pure
No, it's like 2
noise.
hours and 40 minutes of just like nothing happening at all.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah, I don't know.
tensions. There's nothing.
I mean, like there are MCU movies that have come out since Endgame that I have liked, but like
I thought
none of them
Shang-Chi
are
was
special
decent.
to me. Shang-Chi was good. I liked it. The only thing I didn't like about it was the third act. Like I love the whole martial arts. Like that bus fight was awesome. But
Oh,
once
yeah.
they got into that like that other realm or whatever and they had a huge dragon CGI fight like it I was like, man, I thought this was a martial arts movie, not a freaking kaiju fight. Like where did this come from?
I don't know. That's
That's
just
my only
Marvel now.
complaint about Shang-Chi.
Yeah, it's just a lot of CGI. Though I will say that cute little fuzzball with no
Ant-Man.
face was cute.
Oh my gosh. Ant-Man was nothing but CGI. Like it was all green screen. There's no way. There's no way anything was practical.
I've seen the shit that like the videos explaining like everything wrong with the CGI in Ant-Man, and yeah, it is dog shit. I mean, if you thought the CGI was
Don't even
bad
get me started on
before,
MODOK. I will don't even get me started on MODOK, but yeah, the CGI in Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania is just it's a stupid amount. The second I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh boy, it's another CGI mess. And I
What is
watched it, I'm
going
like,
on? Oh,
what?
I was gonna say, what is going on with their movies? Because I remember seeing Black Widow, and like there was like some explosion part. I'm like, bro, this thing looks fake. Like
I
I
know,
thought
like
Marvel was like big, you know?
Black Widow had like a whole like falling sky building with like CGI. Eternals has a huge CGI battle. Spider-Man No Way Home is CGI too, but like it's actually good.
yeah,
Ant-Man is all CGI. Shang-Chi, the third act, and then also like the Disney Plus TV shows like WandaVision, Moon Knight. Like I was so upset when they brought in a giant skeleton owl and a giant crocodile. I felt like I was watching like Pacific Rim. I mean, I love Pacific Rim, but it does not belong in a Marvel movie, especially Moon Knight.
yeah. I honestly I could agree with that, but Marvel's just so CGI heavy now. It's insane because I remember. I mean, before they did have
Doctor Strange and the
CGI.
Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, that was pretty CGI heavy, but I'm pretty sure like the first Iron Man, right? Like the suit.
That was majority practical,
Yeah,
even the suit.
yeah, the majority of that was practical, which is so crazy, like the level of quality and stuff. Now, I
I
can't
know.
really be mad at the VFX artists for this because obviously we all know that, overworked, underpaid. It's not really a great situation. But
Oh, for sure.
yeah, I am
I don't know.
nervous for
I just
Guardians 3.
miss. Yeah, I mean, I have my thoughts on Guardians 3 as well because like Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is incredible. Like I think it's easily my top 10 Marvel movies, but it is also CGI heavy, but the CGI actually looks good. Guardians 2, the CGI is not as good, but it's still better than what we have now. And I'm not the biggest fan of Guardians 2, and I know if my uncle or cousins are listening to this, they're going to murder me. Which is giving me a little bit of concern in regards to Guardians 3. Like it's going to be so CGI heavy. It's not going to be good. The other problem too is like the acting and the direction that they're taking Marvel because like from the first Iron Man, they had a general idea of where to go and once they had like Thor made, once they had the first Thor movie made, they knew exactly where they were going with this. And then it all led to Avengers Endgame. With this, like it's supposed to lead to Avengers like Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars, either of those two movies that are coming out in like another 2 years. But it doesn't feel like anything's connected. Like Shang-Chi does not feel like it's part of the MCU. Moon Knight doesn't feel like that. Spider-Man No Way Home didn't even feel like that either.
Yeah, it
Especially
does.
with all the older Spider-Man characters coming in. Like it didn't even feel like an MCU like nothing seems connected anymore.
Yeah, I think they're just
from the MCU.
they're just making characters, right? They're making movies about them, making TV shows about them, and then they're just like gonna put them all into Avengers, and it's gonna be like gonna have overload. And I was gonna say, there's
Yeah,
so
I
many
agree.
characters that they like that people don't like, because I guarantee you, no one is gonna want to see She-Hulk in the new Avengers movie.
Oh, for sure, no. Okay, I don't know which is worse, the She-Hulk CGI or the MODOK CGI from Quantumania. I don't know which one was worse. They're both terrible.
I mean, either way, I'm pretty sure they both shook their ass. Like MODOK, I'm pretty sure he shook his ass at one point. Like, I'm not even
No,
saying that to say
they
that.
showed it during his backstory, and then She-Hulk legitimately torqued at the very end of one of the episodes.
Yeah,
Are you
I
actually
wanted
for
to
real?
gouge my eyes out the second I saw that. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Why
That did
would they
not
do?"
happen.
No, it's true. Look it
it was
up. It's true.
because
Dude,
with the whole
I
She-Hulk
don't want that
thing.
on my history.
No,
Honestly, I don't blame you.
I'm dead serious. Watch She-Hulk at the very end of one of the earlier episodes. It's like she twerks with some other random girl, and
I'm pretty sure it was Cardi B.
so dumb.
What
I
the
don't know.
heck?
I didn't even watch the full episode. I just saw it on the internet. I'm like, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah, and then there's the whole
Nah, that's
MODOK
down
thing
bad.
too, right?
Oh my
Because
gosh.
I remember
That was horrible.
I saw there was they showed it on like the news or something, right? And it was basically just like a scene, just like here's a scene from the new Ant-Man movie. And it was literally just MODOK's backstory with his little tiny ass showing. And I really have to wonder who the hell approved that, right? Like who wanted to see this? Who wanted to make this happen?
Also, I saw the gag reel for Thor: Love and Thunder. Have either of you seen that yet?
No.
No.
I
Okay,
think I
so
have.
I mean, I don't really care. It's not that good of a movie anyway. But there's a scene where Thor meets Zeus, and
Oh
he's
yeah,
like Zeus like whips his hand, and all of his clothes just whip off.
Oh yeah, I've seen
yeah.
that.
And in the movie, you can see Thor's like you can see Thor's cheeks, but the problem, or well, I wouldn't say the problem. Well, I mean, it is a problem because in the gag reel during that scene, Chris Hemsworth is wearing shorts. They literally cropped out the shorts and CG'd an ass for him.
Bro,
What
that's
did you think there was
weird.
gonna be like, hey, Chris Hemsworth, you're gonna need to strip down naked for this scene, right?
Listen, they've done that with other movies. I'm not saying that they should have. I'm just saying that, like, if you're gonna do it, why would you have the VFX artist take the time and CGI Chris Hemsworth's ass? Like, that just sounds horrible.
He was probably flat, to be honest.
I
They
don't
had
know.
to add a little to it.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but I just think it's dumb that they're having the VFX artist focus on She-Hulk twerking, Thor's ass, freaking MODOK. Like, I just think it's dumb that they're focusing on the wrong things. And it's not just
What?
like it's not just the things that they're doing, it's the things that they're making. Like I said, the direction, and then like I don't know, every Marvel movie since Endgame, like when they're talking about the multiverse, like there's always a new rule added. Like there's an animated show, What If, which is it is an MCU movie, but or it's an MCU property, but it's a different thing. Like it involves the multiverse. Like what if Captain Carter was like Captain America, or like what if Star Lord, or what if Black Panther was Star Lord, et cetera, et cetera. And they didn't have rules involving the multiverse. And then you go into Doctor Strange, and you're like, oh, like if you have one multiversal creature in another universe, like it's going to completely destroy it just by him being there. Like, when did that rule come into play? That was not in the show. Like, they're just adding rules, and it's dumb.
I don't think Phase 4 had a plan. I think this, not even I think, I'm pretty sure that's just a fact. Phase 4 did not have a plan as to what they wanted to do.
No. There's no way they did. And if they did, they executed it poorly.
Yeah. I just don't care about like the superhero genre that much anymore, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Unless it's The Boys, right, Trace?
Unless it's The Boys. Oh, Brandon, have you seen The Boys?
I'm trying to get him to watch season 3.
So what?
Have you seen The Boys?
Yeah.
The boys?
The
Yeah,
Boys.
The Boys with Homelander.
Nah. Oh no, I've seen some clips, but
Oh my
never seen it.
gosh. It's a dumpster fire, and there's so much bad, but it's so good. It's so good. I remember like I watched the first 2 seasons and I waited for season 3. The second season 3 came out, I watched the whole thing.
Jesus. They're making a season
Actually,
4
no,
right
wait,
now, right?
the finale. They just finished filming season 4. Yeah.
Oh shit! It just finished.
Yep. Because I follow Huey. I follow Huey on Instagram, and he said, "Yep, we just finished shooting."
You mean his actor?
Yeah, his actor. I follow his actor.
Yeah.
Jack Quaid or something like that.
I actually remember I watched a video literally like an hour ago or something about this guy he compared the Boys comic to the Boys movie,
Oh, I've seen
right? And yeah, and the comic was just it wasn't good, right? The Boys definitely did a lot better with the
Oh,
material
no.
it had.
Oh no, the comic I've heard is awful. I haven't read it excuse me, I haven't said it myself. I haven't read it myself, sorry. But I have heard that it's terrible.
Yeah, yes, yeah. The TV series is much better. From what I've heard, at least. Again, I haven't read it, but I don't plan on.
No, but I know you have a fear for Homelander.
Dude, have you seen like if you saw Anthony Starr, like that's Homelander's actor, if you saw him in person and he just stared at you with like just a blank dead expression, like you would shit yourself, right?
The only problem is like I saw an interview with him and one of the new characters from season 3, which you're gonna love. He easily became my favorite character, but I saw an interview with those two, and the new character in season 3 was talking about like how like they wanted him to get jacked, so he spent a lot of time working out, and then when he came back to get the costume fitted and they started shooting, Homelander Anthony Starr went up to him and he goes, "Why don't you just ask him to put muscles in the suit, bro?" So, and that just comes to say that like Anthony Starr did not work out to look as good as he does in The Boys. Like there's muscle under that suit for sure. Like there's added muscle padding under there.
But honestly though, Brandon, you should watch The
Oh.
Boys.
Yes, I highly recommend.
It's on Amazon Prime, but just a fair bit of warning, right? It's
you're gonna see some stuff.
You're gonna see
season
some
3
stuff.
especially. season 3 has one of the most graphic, like the entire episode is just entire graphic. I'm not gonna tell you what it's about, but I will tell you the name of it. And it's called Hero-gasm.
Oh no,
gosh.
I don't like.
You can already assume. You can already think of what's happening in that episode. It is.
What are
it
like
is,
some of your guys' like favorite genres of movies or whatever?
Favorite genre of movies?
definitely action is my most favorite.
Yeah,
Comedy's close second.
Yeah, I'd honestly have to say like action, adventure stuff too, right?
Me, I would probably say low-key probably horror.
Horror is great. Horror is
I'll be
great.
liking that scary stuff.
I'm gonna be honest.
yeah.
I can't watch horror. Like I'm too much of a bitch, right?
Listen, would you go see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie when it comes out?
I don't know. Maybe
You heard about that, right?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
I
mean,
didn't even
who
hear about
hasn't?
that.
Oh,
Me,
yeah, you didn't know there was a Five Nights at Freddy's movie
bro.
coming out?
No, to be
No.
honest, I have not been watching a lot of these newer movies that came out, which I'm missing now. I feel like I really want to see a bunch of these movies. Like I don't even know. I just haven't seen a bunch of movies, and I want to see a bunch of movies. So yeah.
The only horror movies I've seen is the original Halloween, Halloween 2018, Kills and Ends, and I hated Ends. I did not like Kills at all. I loved Halloween 2018, and obviously the first one's a classic. And I've seen I've seen both of the It movies. I've seen the first Friday the 13th. I'm not counting Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness because, like, they called it a horror movie. I'm not counting that.
Wait,
I'm not counting it as a horror movie.
I have a question. Does Cocaine Bear count as a horror movie?
I wouldn't think so. I just say it's more thriller, a thriller comedy. I would say I haven't seen it, but from what I've heard,
it has horror elements in it.
Sure, Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness has horror elements too, but it's not classified as a horror movie.
Listen, even if Cocaine Bear is or is not a horror movie, you should still watch it, right? Don't go
I
into
don't
the
want to.
don't go into the movie with any like high expectations. Just turn off your brain and you're gonna have a blast.
So it's like Tiger King. It's a dumpster fire that you want to watch if you want to have a good time.
Exactly. Like
Okay.
it's a massive dumpster fire, and I enjoyed every second of it. Because it's a bear doing cocaine.
It is based off a true story too, so
well, very
kind
loosely.
of loosely based off a true story. Yes.
I'm pretty sure the real bear died in like 5 minutes.
Yep. But no, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie has been in the works for a long time now. They finally finished shooting. They finally released a picture for the movie. Looks great, feels great. I have so many questions.
Feels
and
great.
it's coming out like it feels great as in like the atmosphere of it. Like you can tell this is going to be a good movie.
Okay.
But it comes out Halloween this year. I am definitely going to see that in theaters.
What are the odds it's an absolute masterpiece of a movie?
Hey, it could be. People had their doubts on Mario, and that is a masterpiece movie, I would say. I think it's great.
I haven't seen
Did
it.
you saw it already?
Yeah, I saw. We saw my dad, sister, and I saw on opening day, and I loved it.
I've never seen it yet.
Go see it. It's good.
I haven't seen it either, and honestly, like, because whenever I go see a movie, right, like, it's usually with my parents. So when, like, I can't try to convince them, just like, hey, Dad, can I go see the Super Mario Bros. Movie starring Chris Pratt? And like,
Okay, I will tell you this. I was one of the people that were super concerned about Chris Pratt's performance as Mario.
Weren't we all?
Yeah, I mean, some people weren't that I know, but there were a lot of people that were concerned. I was one of them, and I loved his performance. I thought he did a fantastic job. Everyone across the board did great, and I'm not gonna lie, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, it was something I never knew I needed.
I just like the funny Seth Rogen laugh. I'm not gonna try and do it. I was about to, but then I was like, I don't want to embarrass myself like that. But I will say, like, something I need to watch, right? I know Chris has already seen it, right? Because he showed it off in animation, but I need to watch Arcane.
Yes, Arcane is a masterpiece show. It is incredible. Have you seen it, Brandon?
No, I don't even know what it's about.
Oh,
you know League of
gosh,
Legends?
it's so good. The game?
Yeah, I know it's a game.
Yeah,
it's a show based on that, but unlike the game, it is insanely good. It is insanely good. Like, I remember when I first heard about it, they said, oh, it's based off League of Legends. I'm like, I'm not going to get into this. And I was super bored one night over the summer, and I watched the entire thing in one night. The whole thing. And it was worth it. Because I was a wreck the next day from not sleeping, but it was worth it.
Yeah, like I said, I need to get into it.
Yes, it's so good.
It's on my list of shows that I need to watch, right?
I am dying for season 2.
Oh yeah, I've heard actually from Fortiche and people at League of Legends that there is the season 2, like the first 3 episodes are done. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, fantastic! Release those.
Have you guys seen the Last of Us show?
No, a buddy of mine started watching it, and I asked him if I should watch it, and he goes, "No, play the games first." Well,
yeah, I would recommend that.
Well, the problem is I don't have either of the games, and they're pretty expensive on PlayStation for both games. So I'm not going to. I did see the first episode, and I did really enjoy it, but I want to keep going, but I don't want to. I feel like I should play the games first.
Yeah, I honestly don't have any
should.
intentions of watching The Last of Us, nor do I have any intention of playing it. I know my dad watch The Last of Us, which I'm surprised to watch it because I don't think. I mean, I'm pretty sure he knew that it was based off a game, but I think he said he wanted to watch it because he likes that apocalyptic like type of show. Because like another thing, my dad was a huge fan of The Walking Dead. Like he used to watch
Oh
that show
yeah,
religiously.
I need
I'm a
to get
good
into
fan of
that. I
that
need to get
too.
in. I need to get into The Walking Dead as well.
It's really long. I don't even know how many. It's like seasons, I think.
Let's see, wait,
Well,
Yeah.
I've plowed through Supernatural, which is a 15 season show, and it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's really good, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of don't want to go through 15 seasons again. I don't want to plow through that much.
there's 11 seasons of The Walking Dead.
That's not. I mean, it's bad, but it's not terrible.
I feel like a lot of long TV shows like that, they kind of just drag the show a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Supernatural has some
100%.
drag too.
Like they want to milk that shit for everything until they can't get anything left.
Yep.
Yeah,
I feel like
I
you
feel
said
like
that about a
that's
lot of
what they
companies.
did. Yeah,
Oh, for
like I
sure.
would say, like Star Wars. I think I don't know. I don't like how they ended it. You know,
The sequels suck.
Oh yeah, sequels suck.
like
Like
the older movies were better.
oh yeah, 100%. I still think Revenge of the Sith is the best Star Wars movie.
It's up there, but I still think Empire is great, or the best one in my opinion. But I still think Revenge of the Sith is great.
Which one's the one with where like Anakin turns bad?
Oh, that's
That's
Revenge
Revenge
of
of
the
the
Sith.
Sith.
Oh, okay. I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, but like
The
the
only
newer
reason why I don't like,
sequels.
yeah, no, the sequels can go burn in
Yeah.
hell, but the prequel trilogy I like, but there are a lot of things I don't like. Specifically, the over dramatic romance between Anakin and Padme. I hate
Yeah, it's
that.
like you.
Every time I see it, I just cringe up.
Yeah, it's
and
like
then
you.
like they had like Kylo Ren and then Rey like fall in love or whatever. They had to make that thing into like some princess movie type
You know what
stuff.
I did see though? So they're making 3 more Star Wars movies. I forget the other 2, but they're making a Rey movie, and I saw a leaked trailer from like a convention, because like sometimes they show trailers at conventions before they actually post them on the internet. And one of them was the Rey movie, and one of the screenshots was a leaked part of the trailer with Rey being pregnant. And
Bro, what?
the working theory is Kylo Ren's Force ghost.
Nah.
Hell
You
no!
cannot
What the hell?
tell me that.
That's the theory. You can Google it. That's the theory.
I don't know if I want to Google that. Like search it up. Like Force Ghost fucks Ray theory. Like no thanks.
Bro,
I'll
that's
pass.
weird.
I don't remember what the other 2 movies are, but there's a Rey movie, and I'm not watching it.
I don't think anyone wants to. Like I could
Yeah,
just
Star
imagine
Wars
though
fell off.
if that theory does come true, right? Say the writers did write that in. I really want to know who thought this is a great idea. We should go with this. This should be a plot point. Also, from what I've heard, like based on like family trees and stuff, Kylo Ren may or may not be Rey's cousin, which just makes it even weirder.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
if
Yeah.
if that really is the case, then well, you know, let's just say Star Wars is very weird.
So Mando, huh, guys?
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
I haven't
I
watched
never watched
season
it.
3.
Have you seen any of it, Brandon?
I've seen some clips of it,
Oh my
but I
gosh, that
haven't
is
watched
also a
it.
must watch. That's also a must watch.
Here's the thing. I haven't heard good things about season 3 though. I'm like,
So season 3, I think, is easily the weakest season. It's not bad. Like there are some elements I actually really, really like, but I'm not. So like I watched the finale today,
oh, it's done.
and yeah, the finale came out today. Today being Wednesday, not when this episode comes out. I watched it today, and after it was done, I was like so underwhelmed and disappointed, because throughout the show, they're hinting like Grand Admiral Thrawn's return, which is a character from Rebels, I think. I don't know. I haven't seen any of the other shows. I've only seen Mando and Boba Fett, and Obi-Wan, sadly. But like there's supposed to be like a hint of Grand Admiral Thrawn returning. We finally get to see like Moff Gideon's plan, and they're gonna retake Mandalore, which I mean, they don't ever get to those. They retake Mandalore, but it's like they just start a fire and chant like for Mandalore, and that's it. Like they don't even start rebuilding. They don't say anything else. They just move on, and then they like some characters. I'm not gonna say who die in the worst way possible. And way too fast for the hype. Like there are some characters that were hyped up and they died way too fast. And then one thing that everybody knows, and a friend of mine was super like excited about it. Like I posted on my story after I watched it saying, yeah, this finale was super disappointing. And she gets back to me like, dude, Mandalorian actually finally adopted Baby Yoda. Well, she said Grogu, but Baby Yoda, for those who don't know his actual name. And I'm like, dude, that's been confirmed since like the first season. She goes, what? I'm like, yeah, the finale of the first season, the armor says like you are to treat this like something along the lines of like this is your son until further notice kind of thing. It's like that's been confirmed for like 2 years, 3 almost, because Mando season 1 came out in like late 2019.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't know that either. I'm sorry.
I mean, everybody knows.
I don't remember much about Mandalorian. All I know is that like people are buying like hell plushies and like Bop It remakes of Baby Yoda. Like, have you seen that? They made like a Bop It of Baby Yoda.
I've seen some hats.
Yeah,
Baby Yoda hats.
I've seen the Bop It remix of Baby Yoda. Yes,
and it's just Pedro Pascal just being like, Bop It.
I will say, I'm so happy that Disney now has the Mandalorian walking around in Hollywood studios. I think that is awesome.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done that sooner.
I didn't know that until we made our way down there. I think I explained this in the last episode, but I went on a spring break Disney World trip with the school marching band, and I looked up like all the characters that are there, and I heard that Mandalorian was like just released. Like as season 3 was coming out, they released Mando into Galaxy's Edge, and it was an awesome thing that they did, and I'm so glad I got a picture of them. And one of the pictures is him looking at me like he's about to murder me. Like he has a fake blaster in his holster, and he has his hand on it, and he's just looking at me like don't get any closer.
It'd be really funny if he like actually pulled out like a blaster or something and just aimed it as you as the picture was taken. That would have been like perfect.
I don't think they would have done that. I mean, they have stormtroopers walking around with blasters, but like obviously they can't point it at people.
Obviously not, but it would be cool, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, like the other Star Wars shows, I know there's an Ahsoka show coming out, which okay,
that looks pretty good. That looks good.
The Obi-Wan show, I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of disappointed by that. I thought the finale.
The only thing I liked was Vader. Vader was easily Vader carried that show for sure.
Definitely.
Brandon, did you watch Obi-Wan? Like, what Star Wars shows have you watched, if you've seen any?
There's one. The little cartoony one with the clone troopers or something like that.
Oh, Clone Wars?
Oh, you've seen Clone Wars.
Yeah, I think that's the only one I saw.
I haven't watched all of Clone Wars. I need to because people are yelling at me to watch it, but
I've heard it's good.
I've heard it's awesome too, but I've only seen the first season and I was super underwhelmed. But then again, it's always going to start slow.
Yeah. And then I'm surprised because there's one Star Wars show that people liked, which was Andor, which came out of nowhere about a character that no one really knows.
Really cares about.
Yeah, like
Because
I don't.
he's in Rogue One, and no one really cares about Rogue One except for the Vader hallway scene, and that's it.
Yeah, and he dies at the end of Rogue One. I mean,
So like we know he's gonna live.
Yeah,
Like the problem with Andor and the Obi-Wan show is that you know they live because they're prequels to their death. Like with Andor, you saw that character die in Rogue One. Like you know he's gonna come out of there alive. In Obi-Wan, you have Leia, Vader, and Obi-Wan. Like you know they're all gonna live. There's really no point in seeing it, even though Vader did an awesome job in this show.
Yeah, yeah, it's cool seeing Vader tear apart a ship like viciously.
I love how it was in mid takeoff and he just stops it. I was clapping at that.
Yeah, like that
was awesome.
That was sick. Like it's cool to see him do that. It's cool to see him do like scary shit. But there's no real like tension because you're just like, oh well, Obi-Wan's gonna be fine.
You know they're gonna come out of this alive. You know they're gonna be okay.
And that's like my one issue with some of like these like prequels and stuff is that if you try to make tense moments about characters that you already know are gonna be in later installments of like the timeline, there's really no point of to make it be like, oh, they're gonna die, because obviously you know they're not.
That would be me. Like, so for like The Walking Dead, when I'll be picking episodes, sometimes I will get carried away and kind of just look at the thumbnails for like the other episodes, and I will see like the main character.
Oh,
and be
you'll
like,
see a
okay.
spoiler.
And then I'm like, okay, so I know the main character is not gonna die here because I see him all the way at the end at this picture.
I know that's
episode.
one thing I do not like about the thumbnails for shows is that like you can clearly see that they're gonna live through the past episodes if you scroll down. I hate that. It is what it is.
It is what it is, but
that was one of the problems with Black Widow. Like one of my good buddies of mine, him and I talk about Marvel all the time, and when Black Widow came out, he was telling me like, dude, Black Widow should have come out like 5 years ago. I'm like, I agree. And he goes, because it's a prequel to her death, like we all know she gets out of this okay. And I'm like,
that makes sense.
I completely agree.
Yep.
And what sucks too is when they made Black Widow, they said like there's more Marvel prequels to come. And I'm like,
but why?
Why? Like, why not make those first? The Marvel that I am excited for is Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. That looks awesome.
Yes. Into the Spider-Verse was amazing.
Is that the one with like the cartoony comic one?
With Miles Morales, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that one.
Yeah, I loved Into the Spider-Verse. I haven't seen it in a while, but I loved it. I am super excited to see this one.
Same.
I think it comes out June or July this year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But I'll be honest, like, do we got anything else?
I mean, I got nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, all right,
I don't know.
Yeah. we talked about.
This is the part. Now this is the part where we get criticism.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to end a podcast.